demonstration of the Prestart checklist application and that feature of AccessPack. We've got an AccessPack installed on our drill press here, and we can tell by the way it's flashing that this is overdue for a pre-start. It's put itself into this tagged out state where it's just not going to start at all. So what I do is I fire up the application on my phone, and I'm just going to. I select the bench drill, and it gives me the list of pre-start questions. I say the belt's okay, the belt cover is in place, and the work area is clean or messy. I'm going to say it's a bit messy. There are answers here that if I pick them, for example, if I said the belt was worn, where at the end of the pre-start process, because that's what we call a showstopper question, it would keep the unit in the tagged out state and send an email alert out to say, hey, someone said this thing's in a bad state and isn't safe to use. But I'll keep going through this, and I'll say that the switches are functioning, and finally it asks me, is the bench drill safe to operate? I say yes. It asks me to present my card, and that's how it knows that it was me that did this pre-start. And now you can see it's gone back to that state where it's asking for a card to represent my card. The unit starts, and that's what it looks like for the operator. Essentially, they have to do the pre-start, they fire it up on their phone, they do it, it's automatically sent off to the web, and we'll go and have a look now at what that looks like on the web. So if we take a look at the back end of the system now, we see we log into the web, we see all of the equipment that we have in the at our location here, and I'm going to pick the bench drill, and I can see that I've got some pre-starts for this. And you can see we did 2 this afternoon, and you can do a pre-start at any time. It doesn't have to be when it's just locked out. And indeed, you don't actually have to configure the equipment so that it locks out periodically. You can just have it on all the time, and you just do a pre-start when you do the pre-start. In that situation, we just send an email notification if we haven't seen a pre-start on a device in 24 hours. Anyway, here's the pre-start we just did. And you can see these are my responses. Now, had I taken any pictures there, and I didn't show that, or made any notes as part of that pre-start, then you would see those pictures and notes here. But essentially, here we're saying there's nothing to see. You don't have to do anything about it. If there was something to do about it, then somebody would have got an email. If somebody wants to see, the audit trail of all the pre-starts that were done, you can just use this button here to export to Excel, and you can give them a list of these of all the pre-starts. Say, here you go. So essentially the pre-start system takes you from they hardly ever get done and no one ever actions any of the items that comes up on them because the little forms stay on the benches or hanging on the wall forever, to if the equipment is moving, then a pre-start check was done, and if there was anything wrong with the equipment that needed fixing, then somebody would have been notified of that and an email would have been sent out. So it really takes all the work out of it and automates all of the good stuff that you should be getting out of your pre-start system.